Yell. Oh.
Favorite sound.
God, is that you? Is God recording me?
To watch later.
God has a weird kink if he's watching me.
He loves soup.
Good soup.
Hello, everyone who is watching on YouTube. If you can't tell, we're not streaming on Twitch tonight because the universe hates me, and I'd hate to tempt fate further. I'm just gonna leave it alone today.
Yeah, there's already been too many technical issues today.
Okay. So, welcome back to Humblewood, Heroes of Humble Origin. I am your dungeon master, Sarah, with a bunch of my friends. As you can see, we are short one. A Hannah Bean will be showing up as soon as she is able. Life gets in the way, and unfortunately, life often beats D&D because, unfortunately, we all have bills to pay. Sucks.
Yes.
Does anyone have any announcements?
Clone Wars 5e is this Thursday.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
it's day 3 or 4 of me writing good soup on the glass at work when we write down what soups we have for the day.
Just good soup.
Good soup.
How many people go whenever they see that?
Oh my God, the first day we had 20 people laugh. That's how we find the TikTokers at work.
And there are people who've seen that movie.
Mostly TikTok.
It's funny when major brands start using it. Like Disney uses the joke now.
Hey, they've got to catch on somehow. Does anyone else have any announcements? Yes.
I have a completely unimportant announcement. This is a reminder for all of you pet, but specifically cat owners. Go to your cats, give them treats, give them loves, give them head scratches and chin scratches and butt scratches, and inspect their toe beans and take pictures of their toe beans. Don't give them belly rubs, but love your cats. My neighbor's cat moved away, and I'm very sad. So if you have cats, send them to me. That is all. Appreciate your pets.
Give all the kittens the love.
Anybody else? All right. Does anyone want to do the last time on summary for inspiration?
I was rudely taken off drugs. That's as much as I remember.
But then I put you back on them at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Just excuse me?
I remember an egg exploded in Shari's face.
Because opened an egg.
We terrorized the bakery again.
Financial trauma.
Gwyneth was in big ass mom mode when her son stopped by to visit. I think Gerald tried to seek audience with Speaker Conrad.
Oh no, I danced with Speaker Avery. We got a letter, possibly from I think we got a letter from Conrad the next morning saying
I
that
know you were trying to avoid the War Master.
I was avoiding the War Master, dancing with Avery, and we got a letter from Conrad.
You got a letter from Conrad that night.
Basically working your way around the political field.
Oh, of course, I have to do something.
Parents are heading out of town in the morning. I embarrassed my little sister because she got a teenage romance novel. I think Changa was still high out of her mind when we got back to the house, probably staring at a lamp.
Mhm.
I think most of us got high that night because Showery had more mushrooms.
I did give everyone a mushroom.
And I think everyone's going to wake up with some sort of a hangover. That's as much as I remember.
You and Rivia both won the archery contest.
Yeah, we
Tied.
both won the archery contest. Because for some fucking reason, the dice gods wanted to fuck with me and Hannah. And that's as much as I remember.
That's actually a really good synopsis.
Yeah.
Where's my
Take your
treat?
inspiration.
I've
Take
been a
your
brave
inspiration.
little girl.
Take your inspiration. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Your treat is soup.
Soup. Soup.
The only thing I would add to that is something that I was super excited about. I finished my flashlights. I just have to enchant the rest of them.
All right. So the next morning comes around. It's the day after the festival. Anyone who partook in the mushrooms, yeah, roll me a con save.
Yeah, I had one midday. I didn't have one at the end of the night though.
Dirty 20. Those mushrooms are not kicking my ass.
So I had one at like the beginning of the day, but I rolled a 2. Plus save is 3. So 5 total.
Lovely. Chongo, did you roll a con save for your?
Yeah, I rolled it on D&D Beyond. It
Okay.
was a 16.
16. Okay. Gerald, did you partake?
No.
No. All right.
Not
And
doing
Gwen,
the drugs.
Gwen, did you partake?
Oh dear, it's not the 70s anymore.
Oh
thing
my
is-
God. Gwen is 100% a hippie.
I'm not. Mm.
I don't think I meant my late husband, dear.
Yes, Woodstock. That's how it happened.
Humble stock.
Humble
gosh.
stock. Showery,
Okay.
it's not even so much that it was earlier in the day, so you should have been fine, but you also blew yourself up and then said fuck it and went to bed. So your
I had
head's
2
still
big
ringing.
glasses of wine.
Yeah, your head's still ringing.
Yeah.
You've got it's pulsing. It's fun. It's a lot of
Yep.
fun.
I've been there once, never again.
Chonga, you've got like that numb throb, I think is the way to word it, where it's just like it's there, but it's low key enough that you can function.
Okay, that's good.
Zinzies, somehow the cop in the group is used to drugs enough now.
Listen. A part of our training in Meadowfen is to identify illegal substances by smell and taste if needed.
You also can't tell me that there weren't like survivalist trainings, and as one of the only humble folk and the smallest member of the guard, you weren't hazed into trying something you really shouldn't touch. Like, first off, humble folk, not members of the guard. That's why they're the perch guard. So like your town is so far out of the ordinary for having any. So it was like hazing ritual. Let's see what we can feed Zinzi and see what she just puts in her mouth.
We were able to raid a psychedelic mushroom farm not too far out of town. Because I recognize them after being hazed.
Amazing. Amazing. I love it. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
I'd like to cast detect or invoke the Amaranth thing to get my rolls because I was out of spells last night. I got an 11 and a 12. Let's make the 12 a check and 11 a save.
Okay.
And I'll use my Pearl of Power to get that spell slot back.
Okay.
That's it.
Anybody else have anything they want to do in the morning?
Change my outfit.
We have about 1 trillion pastries downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely gonna get some of those.
Gwen, make an intelligence check for me, please.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just intelligence is an 8.
Okay.
Was it to remember my son's in town?
No.
Oh, what? I'm really concerned.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you do. Deception check, Sarah. 13, bitch.
I'm lying. Had to roll my deception.
Damn gay.
And I rolled a 9.
I was counting on that. So yeah, I guess Gwen's gonna start with like a nice soak in the tub, and just like once she's done, she'll come down and make tea and heat up some pastries, and she'll put together a little donut tree. So she's hanging the donuts with the holes in them on the tree, and then like on the base is like all the cream and jelly filled ones.
Is it Thursday? Do we have a fresh batch of baklava?
I'll say yes.
Neat.
'Cause why not?
Yay. But yeah, we get pastries every day now. Because we've traumatized the poor bakers.
Lifetime supply. Lifetime supply.
It's fun. It's all good.
We've put how many of their children through college?
They can't have children fast enough.
Lindsay's alone. Lindsay's alone has put their grandchildren to college.
What the avium of all places.
Them kids is gonna be wizard bakers.
They're wizards, Harry. Harry wizards.
You're a wizard, Jeremy, but I don't know how to do magic. Like, that's why you're going to go learn how to be a wizard.
That's right. I have to talk to the wizard today.
My name is Jeff.
Whenever
Maybe-
someone says wizard now, my mind really just goes what we do in the shadows. I drank the blood of some people. The people were on drugs. And now I'm a wizard.
I love that show.
Oh, it's so good.
I watched the most recent episode today.
Well, I've
yeah,
I've only
look
seen
that
a
up.
little bit. I haven't
Take a
seen
look.
that much. I need to.
it's a good show.
I did start watching Letterkenny though.
Oh my god. So good.
There are some episodes where I'm like, why am I watching this?
Oh,
Yeah,
that should
there
be
was some-
both of them.
There were a couple books.
It's like if South Park took place in a real place, but it was in Canada.
Oh, lords.
So, the standards are shifted.
Anyway, is everyone downstairs for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone have anything else they're doing before they come down, or?
Oh, actually, I'll spend 2 spell slots to enchant 2 more of the flashlights.
Okay,
And-
mark it off.
Gwendolyn is going to cast whatever her highest level spell is at Gerald if that beeping sound goes off one more time.
What?
Whatever your notification sound is very loud.
Because I set it aside and I wasn't going to give them the message. I got like 4 more messages. Like, can you
Tell people to shut it. We are playing D&D.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian, the one who kept texting me over and over last night so that my
Hey,
tablet
hey,
would go off.
it's not my noise. It's your noise.
I can't turn it off.
Not my problem.
Gerald will come down a bit more well dressed, but he also has his armor on,
Okay.
and he's got a bunch of his knives, but no long sword this morning. But he's very clearly has his daggers on him,
Okay.
and he is going to very politely thank Gwen for setting up the glorious spread of donuts. He's going to take a couple of donuts for himself and then put a couple of the jelly donuts in a bag, and then he is going to excuse himself and he's going to go to visit someone this wee early morning.
Don't forget to eat a vegetable for lunch.
There's a spot I saw that has some good ones, I think. I'll keep that in mind. Meow.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while eating breakfast?
I will give Zinzi's a flashlight and Changa a
you.
flashlight.
You watch as Shari hands you a clam.
It is actually attached to a piece of leather that has straps on it. So you put it on your arm like this, and they're like the little tri-prong ones underneath. So they snap together. Tighten it up. You press you press on the clam, it'll pop open and a beam of light comes out.
Giggity.
I make sure it's pointed away from my face as I pop the clam.
It pops open.
It is as if you have a torch in a clam.
If there comes like, this is what happened. They took my fucking eye.
Hang on. Okay, so now we have lights, right?
Yes.
Is it like a flashlight, or like a torch?
So technically it's a spell of continual flame inside of a makeup clamshell.
That has mirrors that directs the light.
So it's the brightness of a torch, but it is directed in one, like a flashlight.
I understand. So wherever Zinzi's flashlight
And that is what I call them in the game.
I love that. Wherever it's pointing, if it's on a wall or something, Changa sort of going to instinctively latch onto the wall. Hang on there for a minute.
I'm gonna slowly move the light to see what she does.
She like slowly crawls following the light.
This is amazing.
Changa, is this just an instinctive thing you do? And I just keep moving the light.
So
cat
and then
with
she
a
kind of
laser
snaps out of
pointer.
it. She's like, oh, and she like hops down.
I shut the clam.
She pops out. She's like, oh goodness, and like shuffles off the wall. She's like, I am so sorry. That's
What are you saying? That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh no, think it's funny.
I thought it was adorable.
Oh no!
I
That's
mean,
not
you
what I
like
wanted
were
at
really
all.
into that lamp at the tavern last night.
I had some enhancements. Helped. Still, I'm out of that, but still, lights. Yay! Still, you know what? Maybe I will give this to Rivia in your stead, because I will lose myself with this attached to my person.
If you do not want it, that is fine. But I also have another one for Rivia, so it's good. That one is yours to do with as you wish.
I'll
Well,
be in
if
my
you
bunk.
insist I keep the magical light, then I mean,
Yes.
We have our Firefly Jane moment. I'll be
It-
in my bunk.
I kind of lean down towards Changa and in a whisper I say, if you want, I can make a silhouette thing that goes over it, so it makes pretty shapes on the ceiling at night.
that would be the absolute most wonderful thing, but you have to know I wouldn't be able to get a single thing done if you did that. No, 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 no.
I understand, and I don't say anything more.
So threatening.
Gwen's gonna bring over a cup of guava juice for you, Changa.
Yes. Period.
And then hand some tea to Shouty.
Thank you.
There's a hot cocoa.
So excited.
With,
Yay, Coco.
mock
Sorry.
tongue.
okay.
She immediately starts drinking the cocoa.
After a few minutes of you guys enjoying your breakfast, relaxing, chatting, Gwen, you start to feel a little warmth coming from inside your robes.
Goodness.
It's this stone from your son.
Excuse me. I'll be right back. And she's gonna go upstairs. And she's gonna sit at her table with like the plants growing underneath the glass top.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna set the stone down on top of that.
All right, you activate the stone,
Mhm.
and you see your son's face appear as it opens up. He goes, "When are we having brunch?" You were going to meet me at the tavern? Did you go to sleep?
No, dear. I'm so sorry. Your mum's getting up there in age. 27 and all. We have plenty to eat here. Would you like to just come over?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Well,
I'll
bring,
meet you there.
bring your companions. There's more than enough to go around.
Sure,
Do you need anything specific? Do you have any cravings?
I'm fine, Mom.
Chocolate
I'm
chip
sure whatever you
waffles?
have is fine.
I can make waffles.
Fine, sure, why not? Oh, hello. We have a Rivia. Just so you know, we are recording this one instead of streaming it because I'm not testing the universe any further than I already have. Yeah. I am still icing my foot as we are playing here. That's where we're at.
I still think you need to melt that thing down and reshape it just to show who's boss.
It's fine. I just really need to make sure I put it in the bag properly next time instead of just assume it went into the bag right before picking it up. It's evil and attacked. Anyway, Rivia then comes down the stairs as you guys are eating breakfast. And Gwen, I'm assuming that's about the end of the conversation with your son before
Yeah,
you hang out?
actually, if I can, I would like to catch Rivia before she
Oh,
goes
yeah.
upstairs.
We'll say as Rivia starts to come out of the room that she's been using is when you have stepped out of your own room and you guys catch each other in the hallway.
Oh, hello, dear. How are you settling in?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, thank you.
If you have a moment, I just wanted to show you something that I set up for the previous tenant in here.
Oh, okay.
If you right this way, and then she'll sort of like guide you into her room. The wall that shares the room that you have, yeah, there's like crystal lamps illuminating the room. There's like a set of like what looks like hollowed out chestnuts, but like the size of, you know, us, stacked into a triple nest. There's a table that has plants growing, and then there's like a glass top over that. And then the patio, of course, is behind all of the lavender and aqua colored curtains. But she's going to sort of guide you into her little like storeroom where all her ingredients and her potions and her poultices are. And on the wall, there's a sconce. She says, now, what good would a house be if we didn't have secrets? If you ever feel like you're in trouble or you just want to come in and have a midnight cup of tea, just pull on the sconce on your side of the wall, and she does that on this side, and a panel opens between the rooms.
Well, I was not expecting that, I'll tell you that.
You know, I have a penchant for a good mystery, so I figured I'd.
I can see that, but I kind of enjoy the mystery too. That's quite interesting.
Oh yes, good. And of course, you're always welcome to use the hot tub outside. Don't mind me, I could sleep through a hurricane. So, well, let's go grab some breakfast. I was gonna make waffles. My son's coming.
Oh, I love waffles.
Oh, excellent.
Rivia will go with Gwen.
Okay. Yeah, and
Oh.
yeah, just come down the stairs.
Rivia, did you partake in the mushrooms in the previous night?
Mm-mm.
Checking.
Review, straight edge.
All right. Do you guys all meet downstairs? Gwen starts making her waffles, and in a few minutes, you hear a knock on the door.
I'll get it.
You get the door, and it is, in fact, Gwen's son. Just the son, not his two companions.
Ah, hi. Derek, was it?
Yes. Hi. Shari, correct?
Yeah, that's me. Come on in.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is my mother cooking away,
waffles.
I'm assuming?
Yeah. We do appreciate her, but I get it. I lead him into the kitchen.
He comes on in. I said again, Mom, you did not need to start cooking the moment you heard I was coming over.
Yeah, we already have the pastries. I just wanted to add to the collection here. I hope you're okay with hibiscus. I didn't have any chocolate chips lying around.
Oh, certainly. I love it. Thank you. He joins at the table.
Gwen's just pressing away on the waffle press.
Sake of brevity, you finish making waffles. You guys are able to sit down and have a nice breakfast. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, now's the time. If not, it's just polite conversation between the group.
Gwen is definitely just occasionally just staring at her son like,
Sorry, I just found the answer to one of these questions, so I'm typing it down.
You're good.
Yes, we encourage people to do their homework while they play D&D rather than
About-
canceling.
About 3/4 of the way through our breakfast, I'm going to stop and go, oh, right, Rivia, I have something for you as well. And I'll pull out my, I think, 5th flashlight,
Yeah.
and I'll go ahead and cast Continual Flame on it and hand it over to Rivia as a gift.
Oh, this is very kind of you.
I handed out some of these to our other compatriots this morning, but I've got a massive headache from yesterday. This is a flashlight. There's basically a torch in a clamshell, and I'll just click it open and click it closed. Wraps around your straps to your wrist with the little clampy things. And I'll show her how to put it on and get
Oh,
it fitted
this is
to her.
so
and-
fancy.
Rivia, make a perception check real quick.
For who?
Rivia.
Okay. Oh shoot! I need to pull up my.
That would be helpful.
I've
Only a
had
little.
a long day. I literally worked at both of my jobs today.
Oof.
Oh, I understand the pain.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Hoogie. Okay. Yoink. 19.
Oh, 19. Yeah, you definitely. Every time you open the flashlight before closing it again, you watch as Changa has a moment of, ooh, no behave. Ooh, no behave.
I love
Oh, light!
How does Derek feel about
Lamp. Sorry. Lamp. Sorry.
Lamp, sorry. Lamp, sorry. Lamp.
How does Derek feel about what?
just the lamp? Sorry.
He actually, well, I mean, you can make an insight check if you'd like, because you wouldn't actually know.
No, I was just wondering if he said anything or like was like gazing. I'll
He does have a bit of fascination. He was all, yeah, you can make an insight.
Oh,
Was-
is it?
Was
yeah,
Derek
you can-
there when Corey and I were working on it? Okay.
Yes.
18.
18. His fascination with it seems less like, oh, this is a fantastic contraption, and more like, oh, it's nice to see it finally complete. He was there while it was being built.
Cool. I'm gonna, just slide the lemon or the Meyer lemon syrup over towards my son to make sure that he has enough.
He's same as a kid. He is, in the midst of conversation and eating, and like he's got that absent-mindedness towards the fact that you're doing this because he's so used to it that like he's getting himself more food, but it's like he hasn't even realized that you've passed him more food. He's just like, oh, there's food here.
Perfect. Little family moment. So Gwen will just make sure everyone's doing well on drinks and food, and she'll pass around the baklava. Be like, oh, Shar requested these. They're very good.
Pistachio, honey, and puff pastry. How can you go wrong? So good.
And it does take some time to make, so
Indeed, but we should
That
have
sounds
some
quite
every Thursday.
yes, we'll have to send a gift basket to the bakers. They're overrun with orders from us, but their food is just too good.
They're overwhelmed with gold from us.
For those who might be watching at home real quick, it's Advil. No one block me or report me.
Get her. She's killing the pain.
Why the fuck are you taking Advil with an energy drink? It's supposed to be water.
Actually,
No.
caffeine can help painkillers work faster and more effectively.
I'm not appreciating looking down the
Your
lower
water.
right of my screen.
That is why they add
Green.
caffeine to
The
Excedrin.
agua.
Let's just admit,
Gonna-
none of you guys take care of yourselves.
I can't make eye contact with that screen.
I'm drinking so much water right now. I wish I could show you how much water. Oh, it's so good. I actually did have
You know
I
nothing.
gotta take my meds.
I had 2 liters of water today. So
Ribby is a good girl.
Drink
And I don't know if you're
water.
I don't know if you're threatening to make us drink water or threatening to drown us.
No, look. I want you guys to drink your water. The arsonist. I set things on fire. I don't drown people.
Just for you.
No, see, no, you're the arsonist, so you don't kill people with fire. You drown them, so the two crimes are not connected. Two different MOs. So looking for different people. I watch too much Criminal Minds.
I will never suspect.
little
But
sister,
yeah,
Avatar.
but yeah. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. My poor buddy is not doing so good. Yeah, so after you guys are enjoying your breakfast for a few minutes, I'm gonna skip over to Gerald. Gerald, where are you going?
I'm gonna go see my buddy Tim.
You mean Jerry?
Tim, Jerry.
Benny,
Jerry? His name is Jerry.
Who's Jerry?
your good buddy Benny.
I think he told me Tim out of fear because the line was there.
He lied. His name is actually Jerry, and he did eventually comp to the fact that he's Jerry.
Yeah. I like how he went with the attempted to be intimidating code name. Daryl's like, you want to try that again? He is going to go visit the Jerry.
Okay.
They're going to go on a little bit of a tour.
You find yourself outside of the abandoned shack. What time? It's probably at this point it's like 10 in the morning, I'll say.
Yeah.
And you go in and he is awake. Hi. Hi. Hi.
He tosses him the small bag with it's donuts.
I mean, I won't say no. Just starts digging into the bag.
They're jelly donuts.
What's the occasion?
We're going to go on a tour today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a tour of the other safe houses. I need to find out what's usable and what's not. And then if we find enough usable food, we're going to have some fun down in the roots.
Yeah. About that,
Mm-hmm.
show you around. I may have overemphasized my importance in the group. I only knew this one.
Thankfully, he takes out the black book. I know whereabouts some of them are. You have a better idea.
Make me a history intelligence checks before you say that. Because yeah.
That's a nat 20. History or intelligence?
Intelligence. Just straight intelligence.
Oh, the 23.
Okay. Yes, you have been able to pile through a lot. The black book it's a smuggler's ledger. It's not a giant like, oh, here's where I keep everything. But you gather this is the only one in the city. He's got this one. He's got the one base that you guys already hijacked on the outside, and his office that's in the city. There's not a whole lot of spaces.
Hmm.
You kind of seen it already.
We also didn't really explore the one we found where they had the kids. If we just grabbed the kid after everything was done, we just gonna grab the kids and left.
That is true.
So that might be the one we go have a peek at, because he knows what that
Okay.
is. He's not going alone, just in case someone were to, I don't know, set up an ambush for him. He's going, hey, just here with my buddy Jerry. But yeah,
Okay. So you guys go just wandering around the city and then outside of the city?
yeah.
Make a perception check as you do.
Perception 19.
19. All right. You're able to get around most of the routes. Your buddy Jerry seems to recognize a few people, does point out some to you. Doesn't look like there's too much activity of the takers anymore. It's kind of, they've spread out, they've dispersed. You see Sprinkle's shop out, off to the side. Looks a little bit different. Again, he's added more details to the eyes that he's put on his tent. And then you are able to arrive at the shack on the outside of the city. And search around in there. Are you looking for anything in particular as you're searching for it, or are you just searching the building?
I'm searching for whatever is kind of left in here. Yeah, see if because with the quick look I had, there wasn't another like journal or anything. Nothing as
There were no journals lying around. You and Jerry start piling through the insides of the crates, and you find 3 different vials of different sizes, all filled with a like viscous reddish liquid. And I'll say about grand total, it's not the most around, so there's probably only about like 42 gold lying around in scattered places, as well as a lot of like Gucci knockoffs, but make it fantasy.
a lot of knockoff fancy clothes.
Yeah.
And any amongst these knockoff Gucci's, does he have anything that looks like more like winter clothes?
I'll say you find like 3 nice cloaks in there. I say nice. They smell like rodents have found them. So it's going to take some like wash, because this is an old shack in the woods. But I mean, they're fuzzy. They could be cleaned and then they'll be fine.
He'll set those aside. Is there any food stores?
In this place, no. But if you remember, there were food stores in the one that you guys found that
Yeah, and
Jerry
most of
has
it
been
was-
camped out. There's food stores in the basement of that one.
Yeah, they're mostly like nasty at this point. At least the ones that he found. There's some like
I mean,
perishable.
it's not like they're all stale and eaten out by bugs and stuff. It's more like they're not the highest quality. They've obviously been stolen on the road and then transferred.
Um. Oh. Jared, keep an eye out for any latches like you had in the other one. The secret
Latches?
passages and such.
I
Like the
mean,
basement.
oh, okay.
The investigation check?
Yeah.
Can I assist him in this investigation? Please?
Sure.
He didn't do any better, did he?
He did not fall in the fireplace this time because his original roll was a natural one.
Good lord.
He does not find anything.
I will do my own search as I have him go inspect some more boxes.
Well, part of the reason that you insist somebody is that you are looking with them, just for future reference.
Okay.
You can't give someone advantage and then make a roll again. I mean, this time it's fine because I understand, but going forward, you can't assist somebody and then be like, oh, but I'm going to roll it too. That's defeats the purpose of an advantage.
Okay. I will keep that in mind for next time.
Mhm.
Would that be investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
You don't find anything.
Okay. So far we found knockoff clothes, some cloaks, any weaponry?
Just some old, rustier daggers that have been passed around. This, you can tell by looking around, is more of a way stop than a smuggler's den. This is just kind of I need to put someone up somewhere while we do business, and then they're on their way.
Okay.
Flash, this is where I'm going to keep some kids hostage so no one can find them. Like
Yeah.
this is not a smuggler's hidey hole.
And there's nothing else in the desk. There's no like stash of gold or anything.
That is part of the 43 that you found.
Okay. Well, slightly disappointing, but can certainly be put to use. I'm going to make a few rounds around the routes. I need you to secure just a basic wagon. Something we can. So we're going to take sell what usable food there is in the other safe house, bring it down here, and start handing it out to people. A lot of these people haven't eaten in weeks, let alone days.
Fine. And he walks off to go do that.
All right. He'll then start making his way through the routes on his way towards the bar.
Okay. We will come back to that and go back over to breakfast. You guys are eating breakfast, you're enjoying your time, and there is another knock on the door.
All right, I'll get this one too. I kind of shuffle to the door.
You go over and shuffle to the door, and there is a young looking Finch messenger.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hands you a note, starts to walk off.
I'll open the note.
It is another note from Conrad, from Speaker Conrad, saying, I apologize for the inconvenience, but unfortunately something has come up and dinner must be postponed. Thank you for your consideration.
Oh, Okay. I'll close the note, close the door, and go let the rest of the crew know. So apparently we had dinner with Conrad tonight, but that's been canceled. And I just put the note on the table.
Oh no! That's it. That's
Next to the other note that said that we had dinner for Conrad.
Yep.
Let's throw that one away.
Overnight. You guys doing anything? Going anywhere? Just hanging out at the house all day?
I wonder why he has cancelled on us.
Huh.
Has anyone seen Zinzi's? Chunga dear.
She walked away from the table temporarily, but we'll probably be back shortly. She just left to get like a refill on her hot chocolate. She's in the
Yes,
kitchen.
that's what happened. Chunga dear, remember the flashlight? It's just a spell. Just a spell, dear.
But it's lights.
It is, dear.
I can't even explain to you exactly the mental process that occurs when I see specific
Oh.
lights.
You know, I actually think I can relate. When I'm knitting, sometimes I just get so fascinated by the patterns and the textures of the yarn that, oh, I could go on for days. By the way, dear, I did install some crystal lamps in my room. So be advised, they do exist. They are there, and they might fascinate you a bit. But
They
you're welcome.
certainly will.
You're always welcome. My room is a safe haven.
If we have some time off on one of these days where we can just sit around and absolutely do nothing for hours on end,
I mean, if you have nothing to do today, you're welcome. Everything is fresh. I just got all the rest of my furniture yesterday, so there's
it be- Oh, sorry.
oh no. What was that, Shari?
Would it be early enough still, since we're just having breakfast, that I could change a spell?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not?
I'm gonna swap tongues for sending, because Gwen mentioned we should ask Conrad why he canceled.
Yes. If you'd like to, we could have coffee, post breakfast coffee on the balcony. I could show you guys what I've sort of done with my space, and we can relax in a place that isn't the kitchen.
I don't know if I should drink any coffee.
No coffee,
I
but
can make-
you should definitely check out the hot tub up there.
Yes, I
Really
can
recommend
pour hot chocolate for you, dear, or whatever, spiced cider.
There's a hot tub?
Yes, I
What
know.
do you think I was doing during the festival?
If you want to, we can go together.
That's all. That's all. Son, would you like to come up and see the progress? Son of mine?
I thought you said Changa. I was like, what? I'm like, wait. Just like really weird way to say that. Son? Oh, he's just like, I'm sorry, you made a hot tub.
Among other things, yes, dear. You know how talented I am when I have my mind set on something.
Well, I'm certainly
hot tub it is.
curious.
And so Gwen will sort of use prestidigitation. Actually, I think she has Druidcraft. Hold on, let me just confirm my spells here for a second.
She's gonna slip off to her room for a moment.
Yeah, Gwen's just gonna sort of like throw all the dishes in the sink and like be like, we're gonna deal with these later. And then
Okay.
bring up some pitchers of coffee, tea, and I don't know. What are you craving, Zinzies? Do you want cider? Do you want spiced pumpkin hot chocolate? Do you want?
I'll take spiced pumpkin hot chocolate.
Okay, dear. All right. I'll have a
Can I
crack
have
for
a
you.
glass of that too, please?
Oh, absolutely. And I've got some rum in it. I don't know. Red was very, very fond of a little rum, but if you don't want any, you don't have to.
I think I'll pass for now. Thank you.
Okay, all right. And so Gwen's gonna lead you up to the stairs. Her room looks very much like a non-evil. Well, hold on.
It looks
Like
like an
Dolores-
alchemist wet dream.
If Dolores Umbridge was actually Avril Lavigne, with a hint of Alice in Wonderland, and a lot less psychotic. There's a lot of colors, there's a lot of textures. There's a tapestry that looks like you're like looking into the forest, like there's like birds flying around. It's moving magically, almost like a moving picture device. And then she has these like French doors that open, and there's like a sitting area with a table in the middle. To the left is this hand sculpted stone square / cube that has like this aquamarine colored water that's just like lightly steaming because of the cool morning air, and above it is just like this a pergola, and from the pergola is hanging these beautiful like non-toxic flowers and plants. And to the left of that, you can see where the water is coming from is like a nice fountain system. And then like the bottom one, there's like a small flame underneath it to heat the water. And then on the right-hand side of the patio, opposite of the hot tub, there's a large dining table with really nice wicker chairs for us to sit down in if we want to eat dinner outside. And on the railing, there are these little tiny crystal lights that sort of outline both like the balustrade and like the roof, the cover of the balcony. So lots of distractions, but also it's a very zen area. And she'll
Your son-
gesture.
You see your son kind of staring around, taking everything in. How does this look in relation to the house you lived in while he was growing up?
The crystal lamps, she's very fond of. However, the last place was very cottagecore, like mushroom wallpaper, lots of muted colors like mustard and moss and browns. And this is like a springtime aesthetic. It's very different. It's very posh. Almost as though like, you know what, I've had my time as a mother. It is now time for me to celebrate myself as the queen that I am. So she has a lot of the stuff is like plush velvet and taffeta, but it's colorful and fun, and the textures work well with each other rather than being too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
he definitely has a he's looking around, he's just like, whoa, how long did it take you to get it all set up?
Oh, not too long, you know. It's there's a lot of wonderful craftsmen in this, and craftswomen and craftspersons here in this little tree place.
I think the word you're looking for is craftsfolk, as Showery walks in.
Yes, craftsfolk. Yes, and by tree place I mean this metropolis, or metropolis, if you will.
Looks wonderful. Looks really nice, Mom.
Oh, yes. She's gonna like sort of pat his cheeks a little bit and just be like, well, make yourself at home. You're always welcome.
Well, we do have to head on the road early in this afternoon, so I can hang out for a little bit longer. Then it's time to head back to the avium. I've got so much research to do.
All right, yes, of course, of course. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you here when I can. And thanks to your device here, I can stay in touch more often.
Yes, absolutely.
I promise not to spam you though, dear. I don't want to be an overbearing mother. Could you imagine?
Fine, Mom. It's fine.
That's great. You can take a dip in the hot tub, and Showery throws a towel at Derek.
Yeah, the hot tub can comfortably fit about 6 to 8 people sized.
People-sized
Okay.
creatures.
Yes.
Lindsay's, are you joining in the hot tub?
Are people getting naked?
Showery actually went and changed, so she's basically wearing a bikini bottom, and she's an owl, so that's it.
Derek is just putting his feet in because he wasn't expecting a hot tub.
Also, yeah, there's a nice like stone ledge, so you can just sit on the edge if you want.
I'll sit on the ledge.
Mm.
I think I'm just in a normal shirt and trousers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shelby's
Rivia's
going
just
all
got
the way.
like a shirt and shorts.
Tonga, are you getting into the hot tub at all?
No, I'm going to sit next to everyone as they are in the hot tub and kind of let the steam hit me. I'm not going to submerge myself into the water.
Gwen is
No,
next to you. She's already soaked today, so.
I thought about that. So I move over into the hot tub so that I am facing the wall of the house,
Mhm.
and I'll pop open my flashlight and put the glass box in front of it for Changa, and just kind of
You-
set it on the edge of the hot tub so it sits up and just up on the wall. There's a nice pattern for her to enjoy.
gosh.
While you all were, seeing the room, Shari had stepped away, and Shari has now come back with this. It looks almost like a kaleidoscope of wood and glass, and has now set it in front of the light. So you see the different fractals of bright colors across the wall.
And of course, if you rotate it, and I rotate it in front of the flashlight, everything moves and it's brand new.
Latches onto the wall.
I knew she'd have a blast with that.
Yeah,
She just stays there quietly.
goodness. That is beautiful.
Every time we do this game, I never regret being a bug.
Never change.
Not once.
It's kind of amazing, naturally.
Dude, if Changa dies, I'm coming back as another moth.
I don't care what I would have to do. I would resurrect your ass.
What kind of character are you playing in your D&D game? A bug. What? But a pretty bug.
A pretty bug.
I'm a princess. I'm a moth.
I'm here for a fun time, not a long time.
I'm here for, oh my god. Dude, I keep forgetting that moths live like a week and then that's it.
Oh no.
But
Well,
okay,
these are moth folk.
yeah.
So
Yes, they do live longer. I would say it's not too far off though from the Gerbeans, who have shorter lifespans than the average humble folk.
It's 7 years. That's it.
I think is it 30? Is it
It's 30 years.
30 years for a humble for a Gerbine? So it's
I
probably
think.
close
Let
to
me
that
look. Let me look in my notes. I'm gonna die soon.
For a common turbine.
Gerbine live up to 40 years.
40 years. Okay. So yeah,
Nice.
somewhere near there for moth folk, I would probably say.
Fair.
So I mean, you reach maturity at similar to the Gerbines at age 5.
Okay. That's all right.
Anything else you guys want to do at the house?
Just
Review
sipping on
will
my
play music.
pumpkin spiced cocoa.
Okay. What were you saying, Review?
Review will play some music.
Okay. Review's playing music. Zinzi's is drinking the pumpkin spice cocoa.
And we're having a Kaleido show.
Tonga's gone full hypnotoad with the lights.
Yes.
Hey, Showery's enjoying it too. It's pretty.
Mhm.
We will jump back over to Gerald. Gerald, you are going to go to the bar.
I am.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. As a segue, Gwen will say, I wonder how Gerald is getting along. Ba-da-da-da-da. Everything's quiet.
I'm almost done with my homework.
Penis.
My mic decided to mute itself for no fucking reason.
Oh, boo.
I just looked over. I'm like, red light? Why red light? No red light. So yes, you are now outside of the Deranged Badger pub.
Titties.
You go in.
Yes.
All right, you enter. It is a quiet afternoon, as this is the day after the festival. Most everyone who works has gone back to work, and those who would normally be enjoying a daily drink at the pub are too hungover and home. So there's only like 2 or 3 patrons in there, and then the modeled Luma behind the bar that you know as Nola, the barkeep.
Okay. So the girl I talked to before is behind the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. He will head on in, sort of eyeing the other patrons. And he'll sit down at the bar.
What? It's. Are we drinking today, or are you just going to try by my bar again?
Still thinking, but yes, a bit of a morning pick me up.
What can I get you?
It's just a shot of whiskey, whatever you have that's serviceable. I'm hoping to get
Behind, reaches down, pulls out a rocks glass, goes into the rail, pulls out a bottle, pops the cork, counts it out, and then just kind of slides it across to you.
we'll set down a couple silver. So take the drink, sort of sit back. So did you have fun at the festival?
Some of us work during the festival.
I would hope. Did you get to attend anything? Try the food?
Oh, I celebrate my own way. How about you?
Well, I don't think I ever turned in my free drink tokens. Oh well, saving for next year. I won the knife. I'll say one, the knife throwing competition. I won enough points to get 2 tokens. That was about that. Stole a dance from a speaker. No, it's a grand time.
Hmm.
And my 2 friends won the archery competition, so that was exciting.
And now you're here, slumming it with the poor folk amongst the roots.
Oh, matters of perspective are funny, aren't they?
Hmm.
Because you think this is poor. Yes, I have money now, but I was no better than any of them at one point. Still not better than them, but wasn't better off than any of them.
Hmm. She's very hard to read in general, and she's just kind of like, sure, dude.
Yeah. Takes a swig.
So what do you really want then?
Well, um, I was brought up with very particular upbringings and taught how to utilize things that were being wasted. And the takers and all their little friends were waste.
Okay.
So I plan on taking from them what they had and putting it to better use.
Good luck. You've got competition these days.
Oh, I imagine I do. Well intentioned and not so well intentioned, I imagine. Talman had a lot of people he was probably supplying good amounts of gold to. Of course, no one he worked for, but people he worked with. It's an important distinction in the business. Though you may see a decline in some of the guards that would make use of him and his people. They're only going to be a problem going forward. You know, I
Yeah.
don't mind. I don't judge people, pickpockets, thieves, all that. I don't really judge them too much. We all have to do what we have to survive. But people like Tommen, they take people like that who don't have a choice and they put them in debt for the rest of their lives, doing things exponentially worse, even kids. I was raised by someone like that. I've acquired a lot of skills I never asked for because of it. So why not put people in the same position to better use?
So you're gonna change the world starting down here.
I'm already making moves to do so, but I'm not concerned with changing the world. I just want to leave it a better place than where I found it. I want the fires to stop and for these people to be able to go back home. I want to have something to go back to. I want the fighting to stop. I want people to stop being pieces of shit. But then again, I can't have everything I want. There's always going to be some asshole taking advantage of innocent people. If whether it's a politician or someone like Thomas with delusions of grandeur. I want to put thieves, beggars, and ruffians to the betterment of the root.
Well, that's all well and good, but what exactly do you want here, now, in my bar?
I have what I wanted. Words in the right ears and a drink. Someone used this place as a base of operations. That little basement down there is actually quite handy. Oh, don't worry. I made sure to close the back door when I left. That was an interesting night. Who is that fine gentleman who works the nights? He's the one who pointed me in the right direction. I think he knew why I was here.
She just stares at you and smirks.
I know a few people in this town who are difficult to read. You're on that list. It's good to know those kind of people. Say I wanted to, for the time being, simply rent the basement. How much would that run me?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I put my dice away. Okay, it can only get down. It can only go down from here. Son of a bitch. If you roll a 1, I'm going to throw you into the sun. I rolled a nat 20 in the first roll, just so you know. Hey, that's not a 1. That's good. Persuasion 30-20.
30-20. I'll have to think on it. I wasn't planning on renting the space anytime soon.
I understand that. It's terrible when tenants suddenly up and leave without any prior notice. He'll finish his drink, set it down. Who knows? I'll be doing what I can to help the people down here, whether or not I get any help. So, if you feel like putting any of these good for nothings to work for something better than change, I guess I'll ask again when it comes around time if you've considered my offer for the rent. And he'll slide a gold across the bar and turn to leave.
She doesn't say anything. She just watches you leave.
Once he exits, I would like to roll a perception, see who paying attention to him entering and exiting the bar.
Sure. Make a perception check.
That's not too bad. I believe that is an 18.
18. You don't see anyone who seems to be paying you any particular mind. You do see a couple of different individuals walking around on the outside. Some humble folk, some bird folk. You do see one bird folk who almost looks like he's a little out of place, just because he's dressed kind of nice, but no one seems to be bugging him, and he just kind of is heading through the town. He doesn't seem like he's gonna stop to see you. He's just doesn't seem to pay any attention to you. He's just doesn't quite fit in with the dirty grime of down here.
Gerald's going to maneuver himself so that he ends up walking beside him without like jumping out and spooking him.
Give me 1 second while I just make sure. There we go.
Find the thing.
Yeah. I just wanted I this is like a in the future thing, but I'm like, this person exists.
Yeah.
All right. No, he is pretty wise. So let's see if my rolls have been shit. So let's see if he notices. That was a journey. Yeah, he just walking along. He's actually got his head down in a notebook. It doesn't seem to realize that you're there as he's walking along.
Beautiful morning, isn't it?
What? Huh? Oh, quite lovely morning. You see in front of you a he's kind of got this like copperish feather color. He's got this crest that goes back, black around the eyes, and this blue and gold robes that are kind of draped across. And then he's quickly, as you greet him, he looks out from his book and kind of snaps it shut and puts it in his bag. And just like, very lovely day. I don't think I've seen you around these parts before.
I'm rolling insight to see if this how he's acting is him or he's just trying to like be overly casual.
Sure, roll an insight.
Oh, that's not bad. 18.
18. He's a weirdly bubbly dude.
This seems
This is just his
genuine.
personality. This is just his personality. He's just optimistic and bubbly, which is weird in the roots.
It is a weird thing in the roots. Huh. You're an well, that's fair. Granted, I do tend to try and be unseen as best as often as I can, though perhaps I'll be around a bit more.
I see what you did there. That's fantastic. Well, I've got so much work to do. Nice to meet you. And he starts to like waddle off. Dude.
He'll pause and so he'll be able to thankfully because he's a swift stray he can kind of keep up with him.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of heading towards one of the ramps that goes back up into stuff. Well, I thought I'd make an introduction since I spotted you down here before I have some business. I'll be back in like probably an hour if I can make it in time. Handing out
are you one of the locals who's often down here in the roots? I've got big plans to fix this area. Lots to do. Oh, just what are my manners? Landerick Rootborn. Nice to meet you.
Gerald he'll take his hand. Gerald Nightfeather.
Gerald Nightfeather. Very nice to meet you, sir.
Well, yeah, I believe we have similar ideas. I was actually
But do we? Haha.
Well, my intention is to help the refugees and people down here who have been led to a less than favorable life, like people like the gang that was recently dispersed.
Yes, I've heard about that. I thought it would be a great opportunity to seize and bring about a wondrous creation to keep this place safe from wrongdoers.
What a noble goal indeed.
That's what I was thinking.
You wouldn't happen to have an office or somewhere we could perhaps corroborate on some certain aspects. I have a experience.
No, so that's not how this works at all. My plans are my own, and I shall keep them to myself. But thank you for your consideration. But I have much to do, many places to go. I must find the local apothecary. I will see you later, sir. He starts to just kind of go off on his own.
But as he's like getting, like if you fancy you fancy a local business that you should certainly visit. There's a rather unique stall over down that road there. Sprinkles Emporium.
Oh yes, the tent that looks like it's slowly turning into a mimic. I'm quite fascinated.
Yes, I helped provide him those teeth.
Interesting choice.
Yes,
I don't know if I would have done that.
we're not Sprinkles.
Freaking boys.
He's very unique in his own aesthetics, but he's a fantastic gentleman. If you will have to peruse his wares at some point, very
I
fair
shall have to do
price.
that. Thank you. I certainly will take advantage of this at some point. Post haste.
Then do inquire about the duck. The duck is wonderful.
Did you say duck?
Indeed, a very fancy duck. He will
Explain
explain.
the duck.
The duck is very unique. It eggs magical in property. Very interesting. Very fair priced, I must say.
This requires further study. I shall have to take this upon myself to study the duck.
By all means, I will not hold you any further. You have a wonderful day.
Yes, it was wonderful to meet you. Good luck with your further adventures, and I shall take care of my own. Nice to meet you. Ta-da! He turns around and leaves.
Gerald's just like, huh. That's
Kind of get an understanding as to why everyone leaves him the fuck alone.
because he's fucking weak.
It's like you're really not gonna mess with that. You're like,
You
I
don't do it
don't-
probably.
I don't have the energy to mug that.
No.
You got Moxie, kiddo.
Aha!
Yeah, he's gonna like make a note. Of that guy and his name, which I will probably ask.
Lendrick Rootborn. Lendarick.
Rootborn. I wonder where he was born.
Rootborn.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. But he's going to make a note of that in his own little journal. Not the black book. He has his own little black book. Except it's red. He's going to take the elevator up to the what is it? To the level where the safe house is, and he's going to go there to help.
And the Canopy Market.
Canopy Market. He's going to go there and go and assist Jerry with unloading all the serviceable food.
Oh yeah, you
I'll
get
take a lead.
there.
It's going to be a two-man team to get that out of the basement.
Yeah, you get there and he's already like sweating. He is hot. He's got like half of the food barrels he's managed to put up. He's got nothing into the cart because he's literally been just pushing all of the barrels out from the basement up the ladder. And he is now like sprawled out in the middle of the floor, like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, I didn't expect it to get started before I got back.
Ah.
I'll have to throw in a bit of extra.
Ah.
And I'll help, and I'll worry about getting it onto the cart.
I need a new boss.
Good luck finding one that pays you as much.
Oh, fuck.
And gave you this nice technically two-story apartment. Although I do need to inquire at the right people to actually acquire the storefront. I'll probably do that on my way back. Anyway, he'll help load the cart, and once he has recovered, he and Jerry will go back to the elevator and take it down to the roots. And he's going to look around for the places where the refugees congregate, because they have their own places, and he's going to set up and call for them to, if you need food, come get it while you can, no charge, just take it. He'll they'll like pick up the really bad apples, like the rotten ones, and like the ones that are still actually good. He'll like have them in little bundles, and he'll be handing out pretty much the food.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, you're able to, divvy out food. You've got a lot of gracious people happy to share, happy to spread it around. It's very, very nice feeling. you know, all this waves of gratitude from these people who have been displaced, who've had very little, if anything at all, and you're able to give to them. Even Jerry is kind of like, all right, this is kind of cool. I'll admit it. Fuck.
I told you.
Hey, yeah, shut up. And then we are going to jump.
It's just like I'm really squishy and I'm sorry.
And then we're going to jump back again to everybody else. Are you guys doing anything before Derek needs to leave?
Nope.
Are you all staying at the house, or are you guys going to walk?
Don't go, Derek. Don't leave your old mother.
I feel like we should just do a at-home staycation.
Gwen's definitely gonna hug her son and like wish him well.
Oh, he gives you a big hug back. Very excited. He's excited to go back to school, but also like happy that he got to see you and a little sad to be leaving, but also, Mom, please let go. I have class.
And then yeah, does anyone have any plans for today? Do we want to just light some fires and make sure the chimneys are clear so we can keep the place warm during the colder days?
I didn't have any plans, but I had an idea that I would like to go over with you, Gwen.
Oh, okay.
Just at your leisure. It's spell related.
Oh yes, actually, I was thinking of expanding my spell book.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I'm kind of looking to do the same thing, except for I don't use a book. I'm
That was me.
I know wizards are more of the creation type when it comes to magic, whereas us clerics, we just kind of are given our magic. Sometimes it would seem.
My dear, yes, but magic is fascinating, and there are so many facets to it. Most of mine is intrinsic and divine in nature without actually requiring the help of a god. Or
That
goddess.
is fascinating.
Yes.
That might actually be exactly what I need then.
Oh,
I was
perfect,
thinking
dear.
of speaking with Avery as well, but I figured you might.
Why don't we
little
invite her for dinner?
You know, that would be a very lovely idea.
I'll send a raven right now. Or
Great.
a non-offensive creature.
You muted
You
again.
muted again?
What? I'm not touching it.
Wait, hold on. I have a theory.
It's the universe.
Universe already almost broke my foot today. Why do we need to do it? No, your text message is not what's setting off my mute. I think the word keeps getting bumped.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm on the animal emoji thing.
Uniform. Come on. This universe has already tried to break my foot today. Can we stop?
Yes, please. We
Quit it,
don't
foot.
want a broken person. Don't want a broken friend.
No. And yeah, I sent Sarah a picture of my snail. Has like the weirdest personality. The other day it was just like hanging on like this floating piece of wood, just like floating around the tank, just living its best life. What a goober. So yes, how can I help you, dear?
Okay, so you know how there's libraries and you have to actually go to them to have their knowledge at your fingertips? I had in my thought process a way of like magically reading the book in your brain. without actually having it. Like you connect yourself with maybe a library or books in particular, and you can recall the book in your mind.
Does it have to be a book that you've already read?
See, I don't know. I've never created a spell or dealt with any of that before,
Oh
which is
my.
why I required the assistance of a brilliant wizard such as yourself.
Well, you just missed Derek, who is essentially in the heart of magic itself. However, I think that, you know,
I
maybe.
didn't want to mess with his studies. He has enough to worry about.
Well, that's very kind of you.
With my fancies.
Let us go to the library today. I fancy an outing.
Great. I would like that.
Should we invite anyone else with us?
Ichanga, want to go to the library? I know you liked books. She's too busy staring at the lights.
I don't think
and-
moths are welcome in libraries traditionally.
Well,
I would like to
just
point
gonna
out
have to
that
change
this
that.
particular moth has been at the library, and that's where she got the map.
I'm just saying, as someone who worked at a library for 5 years, part of that book smell is definitely mothballs. But of course, dear, you're welcome to come with us, Chonga, if you'd like to the library of books and knowledge and lights.
I'll close the clam so she can think for a moment. Chunga, I don't know if you heard us,
I shall
dear.
attend, so long as you don't put that kaleidoscope while we are reading.
No, that is for leisure times only, and I will take it and put it in my bag of holding.
That's so intimidating.
Yeah. Zinzi, dear, did you want to join us as well?
Sure.
Rivia, shall we make it a proper outing?
Yes, I think I would really like to go.
Knowledge trip!
Let's all go to the library. Let's all go to the library. Let's all go to the library. Because you really should support your local library. It is very
Yes.
important.
All right, you all head towards the library. As you are heading towards it is not so much a library as much as a bookstore itself, but you know, semantics.
Doesn't
As
the wizard school have a library?
the wizard school is far, far, far,
Yeah,
far away from
We're
here.
not.
Oh,
It
never
is
mind.
not a part of the Alderheart. It is its own big tree the size of a city.
Understood. Never mind. Do you want to go there eventually?
That is where Derek is headed, because that is where
Right.
he goes to school.
You know, we should go visit my son Derek sometime. They have a wonderful library at that school of his.
So you
Oh,
guys are
lovely.
all heading to the Blushing Bookstore.
Oh, why is she so flustered?
Because she gets to read all of the books.
Oh,
As you guys are heading towards the Blushing Bookstore, Chonga, make me a perception check, please.
oh. Website. Perception?
Yes. With advantage.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh shit. All right. You guys are walking towards the bookstore from your home. And as you go through, you pass by quite a few restaurants and taverns and townsfolk. And as you're walking, Chonga, you almost get this chill up your spine as you recognize a voice in the crowd. Not talking about anything in particular, just talking to his buddy. But it's a familiar voice, as it's just like, I mean, yeah, but we haven't tried like that new pub down the road. Like, I can't remember it. Come on, just follow me. It is while you did not see the faces of those who took you, this voice is familiar.
Oh,
Let's all commit a murder. Let's all commit a murder.
okay. Oh gosh, yeah.
Let's all go
Immediately,
commit arson.
immediately, like go to where I heard the voices and see if I can follow them.
Make another perception, or I say this is an insight to try and see who was having that conversation, that you can pinpoint who it was that was talking.
Okay, insight.
Yes.
Oh no, it's an 8.
8.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
It's a 12. You rolled a 12 plus whatever your thing is.
No, it is plus whatever my thing is. It's an 8.
No, I'm
So there's
I'm swapping your die.
so there's a spell called Call the Amarantine, which
Invoke the
allows
Amaranthine.
invoke the Amarantine, that Shari can say whatever you actually rolled is actually going to be this number on my dice, and then you get to add your modifier to that number. So add your modifier to 12, and that's your actual insight roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're wonderful.
Sorry, there's a moth like just fluttering against my window right now, and I'm like, Chonga.
You had better pick your phone up and show that moth.
Disease was actually the one who kidnapped you the whole time, and that is why the
Oh no!
But it was an accident. She just thought you were really cute moth, and she's like, "Oh, I'll take you with me." Technically, we kind of did kidnap Chonga, except they did come willingly.
Yeah. I was kidnapped in the first place, but then joined y'all of my own volition. Okay, so plus 12 plus the thingy is
12
3.
plus your
So 15.
15. All right. So you're looking through the crowd. You are scanning, trying to figure it out. And you see, tuck around the corner, you watch as a hedge and a mawpock tuck around the corner and down an alley. And it looks like it could be them
Okay.
based on
I'm gonna-
their expressions.
I'm going to immediately run after them, wings fluttering behind me for extra, I don't know, speed, maybe? I
following.
don't know how moths run. And then
Same.
go, them, after them!
No hesitation. Following.
Okay.
And because this is going to be a lot of fun, we'll call it there tonight, and we will pick up there next time.
Oh,
Oh, man.
we're gonna avenge our bee bug friend.
Yes. Oh, maybe then they
I
can.
was really, really, really hoping that you would hear that. And I've been waiting for you to like leave the house all day. I'm like, so do you guys want to do anything? You're like, we're hanging out. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and then
People
Gerald
hanging
didn't help
on
by
to
going
that
off
one.
by himself. Just like, I'm gonna go do some. I'm gonna go do. Yeah, Gerald's theme as he left the house. Time to do some sketchy shit. Do da, do da. As he's singing, as he's going to play.
Oh, my goodness.
Some
Well, I'm
sketchy.
glad I just randomly decided to ask Gwen about the spell.
Like, we're putting that on hold.
Mm-hmm.
The
All right.
library can wait. I want
The
it.
library can wait. All right,
The
Joe.
library will still be there.
It will still be there.
Provided you don't open another egg and it sets everything on fire.
Zinzi's threw the last egg in my face.
Yeah, and you got a ring out of it.
I did. That I can already do.
Yes, but now you don't. But now you don't have to use a spell slot to
Or
identify.
waste 10 minutes.
Yeah, or waste damage. You just boop. Hey,
That's true.
Once per long rest.
Once per long rest.
Once per dawn, you said.
Dawn, you're right.
Yeah.
My mistake.
1 use per day.
And it identifies as Miss Minutes.
I'm
At
really
least that's what we
excited
had
for that one.
last time.
I'm really excited to voice that one. This is gonna be great.
Me too. I can't wait to identify the finder's goggles with
Didn't
this.
mean to trigger both of you. I'm sorry.
Mm.
All right. For everyone who decided to watch us, thank you so much. I hope you had a great time. We will see you all next time. Next Monday is Pandor. Thursday,
Yeah, buddy.
My fucking pal
Thursday is
had
both
one.
Star Wars and Idrisu. Sunday
We're-
is Dan Delver.
We're entering
be around.
20 BBY for Clone Wars. That's when shit starts to get real.
Oh my.
Hannah and I are not prepared.
But we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
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 Gorgeous.